On the evening of August 27th, 1967, 30 skydivers surrounded a B-25 bomber at Ortner Airfield in the town of Wakeman, Ohio, just off the coast of Lake Erie. Now, these skydivers were going to enjoy a complimentary jump from pilot Bob Carnes for a recent performance he had had at a local airfield, and he wanted to pay back the skydiving community. And once the 30 jumpers loaded the B-25, the pilot quickly realized he was overweight and he had asked for just the most experienced skydivers to stay aboard. 10 of them exited the plane. And of those 20 jumpers, every one of them had at least 75 jumps to their name, with 7 of them having over 200. As the B-25 took off down the runway, a small Cessna did the lineup and wait. It was going to take off after the B-25, and its job was to take photographs of the skydivers as they were free falling. Once the B-25 had reached its altitude of 20,000 feet, the skydivers were all dressed in heavy clothing because at that altitude, it was negative 29 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 34 degrees Celsius. So they were dressed in thick, heavy clothing for their jump they were about to do. And this heavy clothing would come into play later on. Now, as Carnes requested his position from the tower's VOR, which means very high frequency omnidirectional range, that tells him the plane's position, he failed to mention to the tower that I can either communicate with you or receive the VOR to know his position. He couldn't do them at the same time. And this B-25 bomber wasn't fitted for skydivers. It still had the bomb bay doors on it. Now, as the pilot was flying in a circular pattern, he had received his position from the tower, but he was absolutely unaware that there had been a shift change, and this new air traffic controller had gave him the position of the Cessna that took off behind him. With this new position, the pilot quickly told the jumpers, "We're jumping in 1 minute."